In the dusty streets of Jerusalem, during those fateful final days, Jesus performed what many consider his most profound miracle. You know, it's fascinating how this particular miracle stands apart from all others, not because of its grandeur, but because of its timing and deep significance. Picture this. Jesus, knowing his time was short, encountered a Roman soldier's servant who had been violently wounded in the Garden of Gethsemane. Despite being mere hours away from his own crucifixion, despite being betrayed and arrested, Jesus chose to heal this man, his supposed enemy's servant. This wasn't just any healing. This was Malchus, whose ear had been cut off by Peter in a moment of desperate defense. Even as Jesus was being arrested, even as the weight of what was to come pressed upon him, he reached out and restored the ear of someone who was part of the group coming to arrest him. Think about that for a moment. In his final hours of freedom, when most of us would be focused solely on our own fate, Jesus demonstrated the very essence of his teachings. Love your enemies. Do good to those who persecute you. What makes this miracle truly extraordinary is its context. This wasn't performed before a crowd of admirers. There were no cheering masses, no disciples proudly watching their master. Instead, it was done in the darkness of night, amidst chaos and betrayal, for someone who was part of the system that would ultimately crucify him. This final miracle beautifully encapsulates everything Jesus stood for: compassion without conditions, healing without hesitation, love without limits. Even in his darkest hour, facing his own death, he chose to heal rather than harm, to show mercy rather than seek revenge. And perhaps that's the greatest lesson from this last miracle: that true love and compassion know no boundaries, no enemies, no limitations. Even in our most difficult moments, we have the capacity to choose kindness, to heal rather than hurt, to rise above our circumstances and show grace to others. This final miracle wasn't just about healing a physical wound. It was Jesus' last earthly demonstration of the revolutionary love he preached. A love that transforms enemies into examples of grace, that turns moments of violence into opportunities for healing, that shows us what it truly means to live out our highest principles, even in our darkest hours.